Hey everyone, welcome back to AllbuzhaGaming, the place where battles come alive and strategies are shared. If you enjoy content about Lands of Jail, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an epic war, event breakdown, or power move. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so you're the first to see every new upload. Got tips, questions, or wild battle stories? Drop them in the comments. I always love hearing from you. Alright, let's gear up and dive into today's event. Today, we're going to take a look at the Mystery Convoy event, but obviously we won't be using my AllbuzhaGaming account since I've only purchased the $5 pack. Instead, we'll be covering this event using gameplay footage provided by Mr. OmarTaw. Just keep in mind that I do not have access to his account. This video is based entirely on recordings that were sent to me directly by Mr. OmarTaw from server 201. Alright, to get a better look at the event, let's switch over to OmarTaw's account. After that, we'll try our luck opening the chests displayed on the screen. It's important to note that the main goal of this event is to collect as many eggs as possible and exchange them for the newest exclusive weapon. Unfortunately, this event relies heavily on luck, since each player's chances of hitting the jackpot reward of 200 eggs are completely random. Mr. Omar didn't clearly explain whether he had been saving up all of these forklifts over time before deciding to use them, or if he purchased packs totaling around $200 on that day. What we do know is that, as you can see on the screen, he had roughly 12,000 forklifts ready to use. Based on the footage, Mr. Omar's strategy was to focus primarily on opening legendary chests, while occasionally opening epic chests as well. Keep in mind that every time you press the refresh button, it costs 120 forklifts, so if a legendary chest doesn't appear after a refresh, Mr. Omar will usually keep refreshing until he finds one. However, as you can see from the footage, he also opens epic chests from time to time. From the videos I've watched and the whale players I know, most of them prefer to clear an entire screen and open all available chests. This gives them a chance to earn a free refresh, which can save a significant amount of forklifts over time. And honestly, when you think about it, 2 refreshes cost 240 forklifts, which is roughly equivalent to opening 3 eggs. So there is definitely some value in clearing the board, instead of spending too many forklifts on repeated refreshes. But once again, I'd like to emphasize that every player has their own strategy and approach, depending on what they believe works best. Personally, I usually only purchase the $5 USD pack because it gives me 2 times rewards when completing my daily tasks throughout the event. In my opinion, that's a pretty good deal. As for the event itself, I only use the free refreshes and open legendary chests whenever they appear. If I still have forklifts left over by the end of the event, I simply save them for the next time the event returns. That's the strategy I prefer to follow. Now I'd like to hear from you guys. What strategy do you use during the Mystery Convoy event? Do you focus only on legendary chests, open every chest on the screen for free refreshes, or do you have a completely different approach? And most importantly, how many eggs have you managed to get in a single event? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm curious to see which strategy has worked best for you. Oh, and speaking of strategies, there's actually a pretty funny one that I heard about. I was chatting with a player named Annabelle from server 80 and I asked her, how do you get the 200 egg reward or one of the other jackpot prizes? Her answer was pretty interesting. She said, try exiting the game completely, then log back in. After that, immediately open a legendary chest. Don't do anything else before opening it. That was her secret strategy for improving her luck. Whether it actually works or not, I honestly have no idea, but it's definitely one of the more unique theories I've heard from players in Lands of Jail. Personally, I think this event really comes down to how lucky you are when opening legendary chests. That said, every time this event comes around and I buy the $5 pack, I can usually get around 40 to 50 exclusive weapon shards, which I think is a pretty good deal. The reason is that there's often a special discounted pack that pops up once certain conditions are triggered during the event. That pack usually contains 20 exclusive weapon shards and only costs $5. In my opinion, that alone already offers solid value. So while the jackpot rewards are heavily dependent on luck, I still think the event can be worthwhile for low-spending players, especially if you're looking to slowly build up your exclusive weapons without spending too much. By the way, from what I've seen so far, it looks like Mr. Omar isn't having the best luck today. Some of the rewards he's pulled have been decent, and there have been a few jackpot moments here and there. But considering the amount spent, around $200 US, the results don't seem particularly impressive so far. Of course, that's just my first impression. Let's keep watching until the very end and see how it turns out. Once you've seen the final results, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you feel the rewards were worth the investment, or would you have spent those resources differently? Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. A huge thank you once again to Mr. OmarTaw from Server 201 for sharing his gameplay footage and allowing us to take a closer look at the Mystery Convoy event. It was definitely interesting to see what kind of rewards are possible when using a large number of forklifts and chasing those legendary chests. Now it's your turn. After watching the entire video, do you think the rewards were worth the investment? What strategy do you use during Mystery Convoy? And what's the best jackpot you've ever gotten? Let me know down in the comments. I read every comment and would love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss future Lands of Jail guides, gameplay, and event breakdowns. Thank you all for your continued support, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, stay safe, and happy gaming.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. hella sure that I don't become you.